This is Gabriel Ni Obodai Atopra Atunam Togbo Ashon, coming your way with yet another edition of Community Watch. Not too long ago, we received calls from a number of young people in La saying that a football field that they've been exercising and training on is being encroached on and being destroyed. And they are saying that they are going to resist this trespassing. So this land is called the La Aviation Wireless Lands, and it was originally acquired by the colonial government in the 1930s.
The land in question was leased to government some years back. The lease has some years to expire, but the government thought it wise to relinquish the number of years remaining, that is to surrender, for us to renew the lease. And as part of the consideration that government has to give La, they gave us part of the land. So we have renewed the lease for them, and then they've given ceded part of the land to La, and the land will be redeveloped.
So as part of this arrangement, there are fences that have been put up, and bulldozers and other building equipment have been brought to site to develop the land, out of which the youngsters are saying that a football field that they've been playing on is being taken away from them, for which it led to confrontation not too long ago. We are here to interact with the young people to know exactly what transpired, what their concerns are, and also to meet with the La Traditional Council to see how best this situation could be solved amicably before it degenerates. This is Community Watch on Metro TV with me, Gabriel Ni Obodai Atopra Atunam Togbo Ashon. Please be my guest. We are on the grounds now. I'm coming your way from La Aviation. It's very close to La Papa and also La Wireless. If you know where the AU village is, or the La Wireless cluster of schools is, or even the La Bonnie estates, this park is just within the area. And today, as you could see behind me and early on, hearing the young people chanting, Yenia Bri, we are very concerned. And we're here in Bunya. We don't like what you are doing. It's about a message from the youngsters of La saying that this is a field that they've been playing and exercising on for years. Welcome to Metro TV. Are you all ready to share your concerns? Is it truly the case you've been asked to cease training and playing on the aviation pitch? I understand bulldozers and things were brought in here, and so you had to step in. Narrate to us the near confrontation between you and the contractors.
My name is Nia J. Boba from La. Recently, the traditional leaders held a meeting with us, the footballers. They claimed ownership of the land and explained that it is being given to them by the Aviation Authority. And they directed us to cease playing football on the field. We have faced many challenges to create this park. Some of our colleagues even died in our advocacy campaigns.
Wasa wo henu eko. Wo ka me cafe. Wa che ni manche. Ke onabo Oshiapin. Lele ameba mi. Awagbe ahun de balage manche ke afemini. Afo wo le ke to bi ene.
At some point, the late La Mancha intervened and made it possible for the park to be left untouched.
Manche ha wo nuchishi. Ye park ne akasi. Wa ka nge wo ha moko. Ne park ne na ho park ye wodin. Yo manche eto ise. Maja achame egwe hinu. Ona bo Oshiapin hu le fe dromo le hu akpole no. Watashi no benu wa na.
Following the demise of the La Mancha, however, other traditional leaders and governments have moved to take the land away from us for a different purpose. Meanwhile, this football field has produced very good footballers for the senior national team. Players like Limano Nomote have played for the senior national team and even played for teams outside.
Emmanuel Lomote. Back in there, Ameje. Bibi to mo bondi nyena before bi ne. Bibi ne keno waka Ameje no. And at 12. Hu ni mene wa mangana ena amehise. No kwa ine ba. Na me ko wa wi ame ke wo fe wo lokeba. Lele hu wo bu ame.
They even asked for a letter from us to make our plea official, which we heeded to. Here is a copy of the letter.
Letter. So he mentioned that the traditional authorities met with them and they asked them to bring a letter outlining their concerns to them with regards to this land and see how best their concerns could be addressed. So this is the letter they wrote. La Wireless Aviation Youth. Date July 7th, 2020. Addressed to the Secretary, La Traditional Council, La Accra. And it starts that, dear sir, request for audience with the La Traditional Council. We, the residents of La Wireless and the footballers in the area, wish to be given audience with the La Council on matters affecting the area, La Wireless lands and football park. We wish you well and hope our request is accepted. Yours faithfully. And it's been signed by a number of people, including Isaac Anankobi, Ajeboba, and Philip Tete. Erika J's name is also here with their numbers. What was the outcome of this letter?
No go ejemi eba. Ame ka ma chewo. Ame chewo. Ame ko ba pe, ame ko wa pe. Beni wana no. Ame ba ame tuni ye park.
We were here recently only to realize equipment had been brought in to clear the aviation land, including a football pitch. We appeal to the La Traditional Authority to reconsider their decision to take over the field. Their actions are not in our best interest as the youth of La. A disregard to our call may lead many of these children into social vices. We sure shall resist any attempt to take away the land from us.
Do you share in his stance?
Yes, I do.
So you could hear them in unison saying that never are they going to allow their traditional authorities and also government to acquire this land or take this land away from them, to deprive them a place to exercise and also to train to becoming professional footballers or to engage in other sporting activities. They are speaking with humility, saying that they are pleading with them. But regardless, they are not going to permit this to happen. And we hope that this situation wouldn't degenerate such that there will be confrontations and fights or, well, chaotic situation here. We shouldn't get there. From here, we'll be engaging the appropriate authorities. We'll meet with representatives of the La Traditional Council, as well as Lands Commission or the Ghana Aviation Authority, to see the way forward so that we have lasting solution to this challenge. This is what Community Watch on Metro TV is all about. With me, Gabriel, Neobodai Togbo, Ashon. So let me get to them to see the way forward. I could see a youngster here, but my question now is that me to one yabo video netwe ni je la shikite lieding ni ewie ne ken shipon nehi. O find any obo o kwa video shrabe agbene what they were here. So I am showing a video to them about what one of the key elders of La said regarding this land.
Kenya ba akwa park ye bi park ni obi wo mo ake wo ba to he ko yela ni wo fi modern astroturf kefi mene replacement ke ha no no ni ba agemi keje bi wo ko ba tun no ya ni twumu hie wo hita mo na mi wo hoko shipon fe
yo wo maja chemo nu pa na me ko wa ke am ato wo heko.
Well noted. We, however, wonder where else they could locate to create the astroturf, as almost the lands in La have been either sold or designated for a different purpose.
Police station, market New York, La ne park penny jole shipe New York pe Salem Park. Presby be a park ni. No na me small no am fear jame. Get one na me ga so mutu ma jame wo be heko ye jame. Ejo en pen wo ko wo yo di akese we town park. Ni town park we akenya Magdan. Ni bia ne Magdan eko ene engba Magdan mini. La town park. Ni cho ndo kwa asien ke ote o ya jame no ya train alo ya jame no akwebo alo ya jame no atwabo le. O ba pay 4,400 cities. Fine.
Attendees are charged fees to use the nearby La Town Park, which many of the youth are unable to pay. We want the park to remain as it is now. We don't want any astroturf here. We have sacrificed a lot to just let it go. Peace will prevail if our leaders address our content. Otherwise, we shall continue with our advocacy.
Okay. So you've heard from them saying that even after writing letter to the traditional council, hoping that they will be granted audience and see how best this land could be left for them, they haven't heard from the traditional council, only for them to wake up one morning to see that bulldozers and tractors had been brought to site to destroy their football field. They are appealing to the authorities, as you heard them saying, that they don't like what the authorities are doing. They have much respect for them. Wahi and Bonye, we have much respect for you. We don't like what you are doing, so do the needful. So quickly, come, you are a youngster here. Let's get to know your take on this issue. What's your take on this?
To start with, this has been something that we weren't expecting. But all of a sudden, it has come and we really accepted it in good faith. But all the same, we are the youth of La. So we are pleading with the La Traditional Council, LADMA, at least to come to our aid. Because when you look at the children around, we are the youngsters coming. We are the next generation. We are the people that will raise this country, or to come down. We are the people to raise this town up. We have a very great and wonderful talent in La, to be honest with you. Like how we said, the La Town Park, you go and pay 400 cedis before you'll be allowed to play. What if it is only for 2 hours, a duration of 2 hours? So what if a second division, a third division, a coast team will not be able to produce this kind of money? How will they be able to train? It will be impossible. So we are pleading with them with all due respect and with all humility. They should really come to our aid in order for them to leave this park for us. Because this is all we have now. They've already sold lake, African lake already. It has been sold. We don't have any park again, only in La. This is the only park we have here, in Bola Park. Even I heard Bola Park has been sold.
Bola Park is also within this.
It has been sold to ICGC, Otabe, Mason Otabe. So you can imagine. So if they say they want to give us an AstroTurf, okay, no problem, AstroTurf, no problem. Let them give it to us or do it for us first. Let them replace it before we can leave this park for them. But if not, we are pleading with them. They should leave this park for us.
We appeal to the leaders to leave this field for use by the youth. Many great players like former captain of the Black Stars, Abedi Ayew Pele, trained on this field.
But you train on this park a day. Oh no, shishi. Imba make obaya. Neba nye produce nakamei. Ni a lot of people will just train on the same park. Oruma, Osekufuo, a lot of them. If Abedi Pele have played football here before, Abedi Pele, that we know. He has played football here before. Why? Why? What have we done for them?
The challenge in our reservation about the La Wireless School's AstroTurf promise is that it is not spacious enough to accommodate the large number of peoples and the youth in the community.
School ni be amba twa boy, amba twa boy, be na me fio.
Wireless school.
Wireless school be amba twa me boy. Ni no na me fio po, ame no bi ka me bi hu ya mi ye. Ame no bi ka me bi so, ame so. La me so yo bi e boko be mi.
Why are the leaders troubling their own children? We pray they accept the appeal by the youth. Otherwise, we shall face off any intimidation and coercion they may bring our way.
Any police amole. Any level can hang government denche. One care government denche. Ake eba e man bia hewo. No care by a man be nu work being. No know you nu. I ka atuni o baba bie. Tomo mineke ma baba bie. Tomo mineke ma baba bie ka atuni ma ba. Wo fe o baba. Ko ni police alo soja ni ba mo mineke mi aya. Ake ka no ni yo ni je anokwale ni eke mi aya. Na anokwale ni hu ni wo ba nana.
Right, so this is where we end first part of the conversation. We are going to meet the traditional authorities on the way forward on this land. This is Gabriel Niobodai Atopra Atunam Togbo Ashon here on Community Watch. Come along. Welcome to the other half of the program, Community Watch, here on Metro TV with me, Gabriel Ni Obodai Atopra Atunam Togbo Ashon. You've heard from the youngsters of La. Need be to also meet with the authorities of La so that we hear from them whether that piece of land, the aviation field, has indeed been taken away from the youngsters or otherwise. We are privileged to have with us Nishigitele, kingmaker of the La traditional area. Ni welcome to Metro TV as you clarify issues and then set things straight for us. Welcome to Metro TV.
Thank you and greetings to your viewers.
Right. Has the concerns of the young people of La at the northern part of La come to your attention?
Yes, we have heard things in town, and we have received copies of a letter that they wrote to the police seeking permission to demonstrate. And we have asked them to come and see us so that we explain issues to them. The concerns that we saw in the letter was about the field, the playing field that they play football on. And the plan for that place, that is the scheme, was developed by government. And it didn't have provision for a playing field. So we, the traditional authorities, agreed or decided that we'll find a place close by to develop or put up a modern astroturf for them. We have decided to use the La Wireless School. We intend to redevelop the school. Actually, LADMA have plans to redevelop, but we, the traditional council, want to take that over. So we have plans to do that, to redevelop the school and then put up modern astroturf there, so that that can replace what they are going to lose at the aviation. That is close by, so I don't think that should be a problem for them.
Well, I think for them it is really a problem because they feel that that should be for the La Wireless school pupils, especially so because La Wireless has a high number of many students there, such that even as it is now, some of the students are unable to have adequate space in the school to play or engage in games, and so they come to the aviation park. So if a park should even be developed going forward in the redevelopment agenda for La Wireless, it could be there, fine, but also the aviation park or field could also be left for the young people, for the many young people within the La Papa, La Wireless, coming down to Birthday or down south.
Yeah.
So they've heard about the La Wireless redevelopment.
Yes.
They are objecting to it.
They are objecting to it. We will want them to understand the issues, because in every place or country development plan, places are earmarked for various purposes. And as things stand now, that place, that is the aviation land, has not been zoned or earmarked as a playing field. Legally, if we want to go into it, that is not the case, but they have gone there. So if there's going to be a redevelopment, it is for us to sit down to find an amicable solution. So I think they should understand this. It is not far from the aviation land. Though it is a school, the students do not play always. We can manage with the timing, when we can open it for the community, and then when the school can also have access to it. We now have the La Town Park AstroTurf. Those who want to play, we can arrange. They can come to the council. We can arrange and talk to the management so that they can have access to that. But as things stand now, it will be very difficult for us to change the scheme. And as I said, it is from government. It is not within the powers of the law. So it will be very difficult for us to change the scheme and then maintain the park there. So they should understand this and then consider the wireless school. We have asked them to come and see us. So when they come, we'll explain things to them.
If you say that the scheme was developed by government, it then appears that government did not really engage you, the landowners, the allottia owners of the land. And especially so if a development will be taking place within a specific area, they should also be considering the interest of the people nearby. So if the youngsters have been playing football there, it's even produced national, footballers. There should have occurred to government that that place should at least be designated for the young people. And currently, the La Town Park is a controlled field now. It isn't as before, where just anyone at all, a youngster in La who wishes to play ball could just step foot there and then be playing ball, as the aviation land is now, such that they could just walk in there and then play. So shouldn't we have a place, open field, where those from La could just walk in and play football there.
Yeah, as I said, we'll arrange to give them access. As regards government not taking our views, we had negotiations before we settled on the final arrangement, and we did consider. Initially, it was our position that we should even maintain the field there, but we deliberated, and what they want to do there, that wouldn't be feasible. That's why we considered the La Wireless School. And things are changing. You know, in the olden days, you have parks everywhere. People can get up and play at any time. Now things are changing. We are developing. So people should plan and then have a structure for their activities. So if they let us know the times for which they will need the park, we can arrange and give them access. We are not in any way trying to curtail football development or stop their recreational activities. We need to develop, but we are not leaving them out. That is why we say they should come, so that we explain things to them, so that we come to a common ground. There will be a management, and then we'll engage the young people as to when they can play, and then when the park will not be available, and we'll do it in such a way that it is not going to be unfavorable to them. So it is all about management and planning. So we will engage them on that.
Okay. Your last message, it could be directly to them.
They should always engage us before they go out on issues. We are there for them, and our doors are open. So any concerns that they have, they should get to us. That's why we've asked them to come and see us. We saw their letter copied to the police seeking permission for demonstration, but we said they should come and see us for us to sit down to trash issues.
Thank you very much, Ni. So you've heard from the La Shikitele, Ni Ajay Kofe the fourth, addressing the concerns of the youth of La. We shall continue to monitor this development and keep you updated, but hopefully it doesn't degenerate such that we see the young people of La hitting the streets to protest or to demonstrate. We trust the leaders that they would address this so that it inures to the best interest of young people of La. We end it all here. This has been Community Watch with me, Gabriel Ni Obodai Atupra Atunam Togbo Ashon. Special thanks to my colleague Ni Adote Alote, and also Joshua Ni Taria, Adom, Rosemary Anyigba, and Lillian Aqua for assisting with this production. If you have any major challenge within your community, whether in Accra or elsewhere, invite the team over so we come over, we highlight your concern, and also engage the appropriate authorities to see how best we can collectively find lasting solution to the challenges. If you are also having something positive or embarking on any positive initiative transforming your community, invite the Community Watch team to highlight so that it becomes a positive example for others to also follow. So together we build a better country. Bye-bye for now.